yeah, it's been a rather wild weekend. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. The fear and greed index is sitting around that 22 mark into fear. We're not budging too much. It's sort of like lingering in this area, which is why most serious investors are being optimistically cautious. We're not getting too carried away, and we're certainly waiting to see more confirmation come out from, I guess, the White House and Wall Street as to when it's going to be off to the races. Good time to buy, good time to dollar cost average in and buy some stocks. But a lot of sentiment is basically saying that we might see a further drop down into the lower part of the 20s. It just depends how you believe the war is going. So that's the fear and greed index. Looking rather, fearful. Your oil prices, your indexes, they are getting hit pretty hard. So the VIX down to 22, so it is falling a little bit, which is good. Staying above that 21 range. Go back to the 3-month chart. You can see it on the 6-month chart. So here is really where a lot of concern, I think, has crept into just overall market here, December 25th, which is actually rather hilarious. Christmas. You can see how we took off and we're just getting higher and higher. We could draw today's low, but it makes more sense to do it right there. So you can sort of see how we sort of progress the VIX higher and higher. We don't want to see that. This is where people get a little bit more annoyed and less risky, and certainly over 20 is what you want to avoid. If we go to all time though, the VIX it's a really good measurement as to when you want to, buy. So here we're 34, and that was March 26th, but it didn't last that long. It was a brief, skirt above the 30s. April of last year, tariff Armageddon, that was like, mortgage the house, sell the dog, and buy everything. Likewise, August 24, the yen carry trade. Back here, you had March 2021, COVID-19 hit. So when the VIX is over 30, over 40 and 50, you buy everything. You cannot be terrified. Here's the 08 crisis, of course, mortgage crisis, where you can see it dropped even further, went up higher and dropped pretty hard. So that's what we love to see. This has been the thing about this one's it's been a slow increase over many months, whereas past ones, when we look at last year, for example, there's Christmas, December, January, we went up and then we came back down. Certainly rose a little bit, which is similar pattern, but not quite as extreme as this one. And then of course he had Trump's will he or will he not do tariffs? Yes, he will. No, he won't. And then actually no, he is. And that was April 1st, which was just insane April. So that's what the VIX is. And then Bitcoin caught a good strong bid today. I'm not bullish yet because I see danger in this little consolidation, this bear flag. And I think it's due one last leg down before it consolidates and goes higher. So not buying there, but Bitcoin's $74,500. Definitely a good long-term play to buy and hold and just keep it growing. But I'm dollar cost averaging in every day, every week. But if it drops slower, I'll definitely grab quite a lot more. And then your gold, copper, and silver all down a little bit today, kind of flat for gold. Major indexes like the Dow Jones Industrial Average and your SPX, kind of flat, 0.2%, not much. And the VU and the QQQ, likewise, not doing a whole lot today, around that 0.2%. The markets overall are just waiting for more further confirmation that is the war with Iran over. Are we going to go higher? And is it safe again to actually buy stocks and to buy those things that we love? So until we get that confirmation, I don't think we're going to necessarily go a lot higher yet. And we'll keep an eye on that, of course. Major Mag 7, Google, all kind of flat, down a little bit. Most important news is NVDA after its amazing Vera Ribbon AI platform launch yesterday. Absolutely incredible announcements by NVIDIA, and it sold off a little bit, which is insane, right? NVIDIA just cannot really break out of this range it's been in. It's priced for perfection. The market knows. I mean, it's what, $4.5 trillion company, 4.42 trillion. So how big can big get? That's NVIDIA's problem. It's already so big, and it's going to struggle to really get any bigger. But who knows? Maybe in the next few months, next year or whatever, we will see it have a massive re-rate into the 200, 250s by the end of the year. bit of a soft price target there for NVIDIA. And then some of the most popular names today, and NBIS sold off because they did a senior note, convertible note, after a huge announcement with NVIDIA, of course. Like NBIS, do a whole position there. Would like to add some more in time. Trade Desk taking a hit, and then IREN down. A bunch of folks down here, but no reason really as to why, just sort of selling off a little bit. SOFI had a short report today from Muddy Waters, which I'll keep it short and sweet, is a complete nothing burger. Not worried about it. It's not something that anyone's taking seriously. They're accusing them of like some fraudulent activity, but no, everyone's saying, no, you guys are actually wrong. We're getting some green candles there, some gold candles on our indicators, and that's telling me that people are buying this. People are not giving this any sort of like thought, serious thought. We're actually green, we're actually hitting high there, which is great. So might have to buy more SoFi tomorrow, this week, after it survived that. Netflix is one I really want to talk about on our indicator suite. Netflix did just print a blue on the daily a few days ago. It would have been here, January 28th, but it chopped sideways with just that Warner Brother news. Then on the weekly, it just printed the blue diamond right here. Let me pull up the indicators right here on the Galaxy. So Galaxy printed the blue right there last week of February, first week of March, and it finally got confirmed here on the RSI, MACD, and other indicators convergence. So you can see right there, blue diamond, that indicates that we should expect strength to continue. Hopefully it continues, because when you zoom out all time on SoFi, you can sort of see here, you have these big periods of a bottom and a blue diamond gets printed and it goes on a massive run, which is great. Likewise right here, followed up. And then we do have one, but still on the monthly all time. Go back to the weekly all time, might help. Might be too much data. No, it's too much data. Let's go back to the monthly. So yeah, massive run here from that low range of what, $30 all the way to high of 135. And there it printed a red and it fell, but there was maybe one blue here, but this wasn't a good one to trust because it was already quite high. But the difference here is we're already sold off so much, and it could be a nice bounce there. So we like it. We're watching it closely. I may have to initiate a position in this one today, or sorry, tomorrow or Friday by the end of this week, because I do not like Netflix and I see the case for it. Very strong company, good cash flow, good profits, and a bit of a leader in content creation. And they now have ads on the platform, so they're just executing well. I don't see a huge bear thesis for them selling off further, and I may have to add more to Netflix at some point. What's green today? What's catching a bit of a bid? ON's up nicely. ASTS, Open Door, Black Sky, Rocket Lab caught a huge bid today. Interesting to see that. On the weekly, we're in a bear flag inside, not expansion week, okay. On the daily, it's probably pumping up higher yet. Catching the bid there, must have had a successful rocket launch, sorry. But we like that one. LMD caught a huge bid today, not sure why, what happened here. Upgrade eliminated to overweight and increase the price target. Makes sense, it sold off pretty hard here. No blue diamond on the weekly. I'll probably get one eventually here at this point as it keeps this going up. On the daily, yeah, of course, pretty strong daily here at this level. It's funny, I saw that last week and I should have bought that, but you should have, would have, could have. Energy is all over the place. Your NBIS is down, IREN and FIAs will cipher, but mainly the biggest news there would have been that NVIDIA and SoFi short. Apart from that, the markets are looking pretty normal, slight movement sideways, upwards, as we sort of like just cautiously move towards the upside with Trump's war with Iran. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on all this here, make sure we know where it's going to go. SAS, always finish with SAS. A little green day with SAS. Microsoft down a little bit. IGV back up about 68%, which is good. Adobe up 1%, which is nice. Definitely coming out of this bit of a sell-off the past 5 days. Still down from where it was at the 270 range, so definitely opportunity to buy Adobe as it's near all-time lows there. And then of course I like Palantir, ServiceNow, all looking good and all pushing a bit higher. So that's the overall market look there. We're just moving sideways and upwards a little bit. There's the Muddy Waters report. Again, we're not putting much strength into this. Looks like it was, nothing much worth. Reeks of scam behavior. Yes, it is. Has he blocked me? Oh, it's subscribed. That's funny. But yeah, we'll look at this real quick. A few important bookmarks I find. There it is, SOFI reports. And yeah, we're not worried about it. It looks like it's a nothing burger. Not many folks are very worried about this. SOFI is down 2% in 26. Usually S&P, is down 2%. It's usually up by 3% this time on average. US stocks underperformed in 75 years of their own history. So yeah, it makes sense. Massive hit on oil. Claude AI. This was interesting, I thought, worth sharing when it comes to how AI views the next few weeks. We're in week 3 of the oil IRM carry trade, we'll call it, and you can see how prices have elevated between gas prices, Brent crude, S&P, US GDP, US CPI, and consumer sentiment. So that's where we're at right here. If things keep going where they're going, AI is more or less predicting that it's going to go worse. At week 4, you could see Brent crude at 124, gas at 420. And by week 8, if things keep getting worse, oil could be pushing 180. 150 is awful. That's going to be terrible. And then gas over $5. So we're watching this. This will be fun to kind of look back on and see what happened. But it's fun how AI can make those things. Smart money, raising cash, not expecting much in the economy. So yeah, a lot of big players are moving to cash because of just the uncertainty. Trump is causing quite a stink, right? Whether you agree or not, I don't care, but that's where we are. And then of course, got another classic Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Gotta love that. So that's where we are. No buys today. I'm just researching, watching, and trying to figure out what's the best play. But I'm not worried about it. We'll just keep buying in strength whenever we see it. And we'll take it from there. Thanks, guys. See ya.